This video is illustrating what happens when you exceed the carrying capacity of your jetter. The operator, in this case, chose to send the jetter all the way down the pipe, even though the pipe was dirty. Then they tried to pull all the dirt back. So as you can see, this jetter seems to be getting weaker and weaker because it's pulling back more and more dirt. Eventually, the jetter is not going to be able to pull the dirt back, and it's going to essentially skip over the dirt pile. Worst case scenario would actually fill the pipe up and the jetter will get stuck, and now we have a block pipe that has a potential for over backing up, which is a catastrophic problem. Now, just what happened there is this jetter is now dropping a bunch of dirt. So you can see the operator probably right there. So let's freeze that frame. So you can see the jetter went past the dirt, dropped a bunch of dirt and went past it. So all that dirt the jetter pulled back, made a big pile of it, and now we got a problem. As the water subsides, you can see this is a whole dam of dirt now. The reason this happened is because the operator was essentially too impatient. They put the right size jetter in there, but they sent it all the way up the pipe and tried to pull it all back. Well, the jetter at some point will exceed its carrying capacity and just simply drop that dirt. What will likely happen is you'll keep doing this all the way down the pipe, and now we got 4 or 5 piles of dirt like this in the pipe that we got to try to break up and get back. Worst case scenario, we actually back this pipe up and flood the whole thing, and that's a catastrophic insurance scenario. What the operator should have done is send that jetter up about 25 feet, pull it back. If he pulls it back and is able to pull back a clean pipe and vac it out, he has not exceeded the carrying capacity of that jetter. He can set it up another. At that point, we can now set it up 50 feet past the original 25 feet. And now if he isn't able to pull that dirt back, we know that the carrying capacity is about 50 feet, something under 50 feet in that pipe. So first step is identify the carrying capacity and never send your jetter past that footage amount. And you won't have this pile of dirt that we saw in this video. Okay, here we're taking a look at what step cleaning should look like and some of the failures. In the first model, the successful step cleaning, we can see that everything behind the jetter has been pulled back, the pipe is clean, and he's working on pulling the next pile of dirt in. On the second portion that says did not step clean, now dirt is piled up at the working end, he shot his jetter all the way down, and then he pulled it back, and this portion of the pipe was clean, but when he got here, the jetter started dumping dirt. So he shot his thing all the way down again and pulled it back, but it still dumps dirt. He's going to have to step clean down from the working end of the pipe in order to get rid of this dirt. On this third one, he attempted to step clean, but his pulls are too far. So in this case, he shot the jetter down too far, exceeded the carrying capacity of the jetter. It dropped dirt, picked dirt up, cleaned the pipe, exceeded the carrying capacity, dropped dirt, cleaned the pipe, exceeded the carrying capacity, dropped dirt, and then cleaned the pipe. Okay, so what we want is this first scenario. All right, this is what we want our step cleaning to look like. We're going to first do our calculations, figure out what our carrying capacity of the jetter head is. That's in relation to the type of jetter head and also the size of the pipe and our assessment of the amount of dirt. How to do those calculations you will learn when you take our NASIT course, and then we have his cut sheet that helps us figure out how far that jetter can carry based on the amount of dirt we assess. Well, let's say we've gone through those calculations and we assess that the carrying capacity of that jetter is 25 feet. We'll shoot that jetter up 25 feet, grab that first pile of dirt, we'll pull it back. And we'll shoot that jetter up an additional 25 feet, so now we're 50 feet down the pipe. We'll pull that pile of dirt back. Now we're going to shoot it an additional 25 feet, so we're at 75 feet. And pull that dirt back. We're going to continue this process until the pipe is clean. Remember, what we're looking for is this top scenario, successful step cleaning. If we exceed the carrying capacity of that jetter, we'll get likely one of two scenarios, either piles of dirt, like in the third option at the bottom, where we drop dirt every so far, or if we're able to carry that dirt for most of the pipe, but at the end we'll dump all the dirt, and then we won't be able to move that dirt anymore once we get to the end, and we could back the pipe up, and in either case we'll have to do step cleaning again. In both cases, both of the latter cases, it will in the end take longer than doing a successful step cleaning operation. It seems like shooting that jetter up at 50-foot increments or 25 or 75-foot increments will take longer, but at the end of the day, if you've got to get that pipe clean and you're videoing it afterwards to NASCO standard, it will be faster to step clean the pipe.